Brian, what time is it?
11:30 p.m.
No, it's tofu time.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I'm Jessica.
And I am Brian. Yes, Jessica made me make tofu tonight because that's what she wanted.
I was in the mood to film, and so I thought, why don't we film your, what do you call this?
Chorizo tofu. Yes. This is actually super good. I absolutely love Mexican chorizo. Yes, there is a difference between Spanish chorizo and Mexican chorizo, but I absolutely love Mexican chorizo. And whenever I would go out to this one Mexican place that I really loved before we switched over to a whole food plant-based diet, I used to order a dish that was chorizo and chicken and like that kind of stuff. Yes, I know it was very bad and very unhealthy.
And very oily.
Oh yeah, and a cheese sauce on top of it too. But this was it's just, yes. So chorizo, though, was still one of those things that I sort of thought, I'll never be able to really get again. The recipe here, though, I kind of developed after seeing a couple different recipes for something similar. And I was like, man, I know I can make something that tastes really good, and I know that it can come out just perfect for what I want. And I think I did that. So I think it's about time that we showed you guys how to make it. Yes, for this tofu recipe, you will obviously need tofu. We really like to use this sprouted tofu from Trader Joe's. It is extra firm. And normally we would freeze this. We didn't actually freeze it for this one, but you can use it however you like. It doesn't really affect the end product. But the first thing you're gonna need to do is obviously press out all the water. So of course we go to our handy dandy tofu press, the one that Jessica got me for Christmas. It is very simple to use. Just strap these little suckers on, press the little things down, and it is pressing. But while that is going, we can get everything else in order. So for this recipe, you will need red wine vinegar, low sodium soy sauce, or low sodium tamari or liquid aminos, lime juice, your favorite kind of hot sauce. I'm going with Cholula. You will also need chili powder, ground cumin, garlic powder, Mexican oregano, onion powder, coriander, paprika, liquid smoke, and finally some ground cinnamon. If you don't want to use liquid smoke, you can just completely skip that and just use smoked paprika instead of regular paprika and liquid smoke. I don't know, I just like the liquid smoke. It comes out with a really nice flavor. All right, let's get to putting this all together because the seasoning mix here is the real star of this recipe. But you will need 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and this is Mexican oregano. It is a different kind of oregano than what you find normally in the store, but if you don't have Mexican oregano, you can just use regular oregano. It will not turn out exactly the same, but it'll turn out still really great. It will not affect the end product that much. But you will need 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of coriander, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, and then you will need a couple dashes of the liquid smoke and a couple dashes of cinnamon. Now let's get on to the wet ingredients. You will need 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, that is the low sodium kind if you can get it, 1 tablespoon of lime juice, and 1 tablespoon of water. And finally, 1 teaspoon of your favorite hot sauce. I really do enjoy the Cholula hot sauce, but you can use whatever kind you like. After that, mix everything together and we can get the tofu ready. Nice shot there, Brian. Put it into the center of the frame. Thank you. So I like to chop mine up into small pieces. You get a lot more surface area on the tofu, and therefore it's easier for the flavor to actually get inside of it. I cut it in half, and then I just cut it into 4 pieces and chop it up into little cubes, or maybe about a 1/2 inch big or so. After that, in a mixing bowl, I just pour on the seasoning mix and all of that goodness. Just make sure you get it all out, because trust me, this is just amazing. And actually, you can just mix this all up right here, just like this, make sure everything is well coated, and eat it just like that. But I like to go the extra step of actually cooking this and making it into a really nice, chewy, firm kind of bite. Also, you can let this sit and marinate in your refrigerator for several hours or overnight. Either way, the product will turn out amazing. It's not like it really matters, but you can cook this right away, which is exactly what we did. So spread this out onto a pan of some kind. We have this amazing nonstick pan that we got with our air fryer, but you just want to make sure that it is all spread out and the pieces really aren't touching each other that much. You just want to be able to have the air circulate around the pieces, because if they all stick together, then they don't really cook that great. Now, we are actually using our air fryer for this one because it is just a great air fryer and it cooks things very quickly, but we set this on air fry for 14 minutes at 400 degrees. Now, you can also make this in your oven. It's very simple to do. Just preheat your oven to 375 and put the tofu onto a silpat lined sheet pan or parchment paper, and cook it for 15 minutes, stir it once, and then cook it for another 15 minutes. And once again, trust me, it will turn out great. But I really do like cooking this in the air fryer because it is good and fast. But if you cook it in the air fryer, you want to stir it every 5 minutes or so. And then it turns out like this. You probably don't want to actually eat the little dark brown bits that are there in between. That's just some of the seasoning blend that sort of gets overcooked while it's cooking. But this is just amazing. So there you have it. It is not a difficult recipe to do at all. Hopefully you've got some tofu lying around that you can use to cook this. Really,
and a million spices.
Yeah, but most of the spices there, people can have around. I know Mexican oregano is not a common thing, but like I said, you can use regular oregano if you like.
The only place I could find the Mexican oregano was either like on Amazon, like on a website, like online somewhere, or we got some from Penzies.
Yes.
Too. So.
But most of the spices are pretty much available to most people. And you don't have to use liquid smoke if you don't want to. You can use some smoked paprika in place of the regular paprika. But the spice blend, to me, is really the killer thing. I've actually used just the spice blend, just the dry parts in other recipes, and I can guarantee you that we will be showing you a recipe or two from that. But this just turns out really, really good. It's got like this fantastic little like exterior crust to it. It's got just a really good amount of flavor packed onto it. And the cool thing though, I mean, I cooked these right after tossing them in the mix. You can actually let them sit like for a good long while. Stick them in the refrigerator, in a bag or something, or in a bowl, and let them sit for a day or so. And then go ahead and cook them up. Heck, they taste good even without being cooked, actually. So if you just toss them in the tofu in the paste there, trust me, it is just really, really, really good stuff. And Jessica's gone a little crazy for this. But just imagine this like in like a tofu scramble or something like that.
My favorite way is to put them in salad. Of course, I always just want to put everything in salad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always asking Brian, like, will you make tofu for the salad tonight? And my favorite part about these is actually like that zing you get. And I don't know if that's from the lime juice or just the combination, but there's like a zing to it. And whenever I eat a salad, I'm always looking for some kind of like punch that I can get from, like that's what I get from like the banana peppers or that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, this gives that nice little, every few bites of the salad, you get that just little punch.
Yeah, it's good
and it's
punch.
Super good.
Good stuff. Well, get to the close.
Yup.
Find us on all the social media sites out there, Facebook, Instagram, and the like. You can message us on there, interact with us. We greatly appreciate that. Also, please subscribe and click that button down below, and then click the bell that is right next to it so you get notified whenever we post a new video. And it's, you know, super simple to do. Also, it's super simple to do. Give a like and a share. So hit that, or you can hit the thumbs down button. That's true. But you can hit the like button, hit the share button, and share it out to different places and stuff wherever you want to. That really does help grow the channel. But I think that's all we got for this video. We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye.
All right, let's put this away before we eat it all. No!